Hi, this is Nash Josic. I will talk now about acid and alkaline forming food. Before we go into acid and alkaline forming food, let me first say a few words about pH balance. Every solution in our body is either acidic or alkaline. Acidity or alkalinity are measured by pH scale. pH stands for potential for hydrogen. Some people interpret also as a power of hydrogen. So that pH scale starts from 0 and goes up to 14. 0 being most acidic and 14 being most alkaline. So 7 would be neutral. The pH balance of our body, in which everything happens as it should be, which means immunity and health are good, is 7.4. So in order to maintain good health and strong immunity, body will have to maintain pH balance of 7.4. Now, every time we eat, the food that we eat leaves after digestion, leaves ash or deposits, remains in the body that refer to kidneys either as acidic or alkaline load. So some food are acid forming, and some foods are alkaline forming. Foods that are acidic forming are all type of meat, so beef, lamb, pork, turkey, all type of fish, salmon, tuna, mackerel, sardines, herring, haddock. Also salt and sugar, and then everything that contains flour. Grains are acidic, cereals, obviously bread, bagels, pastries, and also coffee, alcohol, and every sweetened soft drink. So as you realize, this food is actually food that mainly makes the Western diet, and people are really consuming this food more than anything else. And all this food that I just mentioned is acid forming food. On the other side, we have alkaline forming food. Alkaline forming food are vegetables and fruit. So all kind of vegetables, raw or cooked, and all type of fruit. Now, some people think if the food is acidic forming, that means that the food is bad, or if it's alkaline forming, that the food is healthy. This is not true. What matters is the balance that will bring our pH down to 7.4. So the balance of acidic and alkaline food in somebody's diet is the key. That doesn't mean that acidic food shouldn't exist or alkaline food should prevail, but simply we are talking about a balance. So Western diet is predominantly made of food that is forming acidic environment. And also people who are involved in weight training, bodybuilding, are known to eat more protein and grains and not enough vegetables and fruit. So therefore food that they eat is predominantly acidic. So when a person eats predominantly acidic food, as is the case in most of us in Western countries, the body enters the stage of acidosis. Acidosis means that now the body will have to fight and buffer that acidity and bring pH balance to 7.4. Now the question is how the body does that, how the body buffers acidity. In order to buffer acidity, the body has to take two very important elements, and most potent buffers are calcium, mineral calcium, that the body has to take from the bones, and also amino acid glutamine that the body has to take from the muscle tissue. If the person is exposed to acidity over the prolonged period of time, that will cause demineralization of bones. And demineralization of bones is the major factor, the major cause of arthritis, rheumatism, and osteoporosis. On the other side, by losing glutamine, one of the most abundant amino acids in the muscle tissue, person in acidosis will experience muscle wastage. And we know that muscle wastage can cause loads of problems. It can cause lower metabolism, it can cause increase in insulin resistance, etc., etc. So acidosis, apart from that, causes other problems. Acidosis is known to greatly weaken immunity, and most of the bacteria actually thrive in acidic environment. So once you enter acidosis, you're jeopardizing your health, you're risking a lot. How can we prevent acidosis? The best prevention of acidosis is actually a right combination of food, that is alkaline and food that is acidic. Again, if it's acidic doesn't mean that it's bad. If it's alkaline doesn't mean that it's good. But if you overeat acidic making food, like grains and meat and cheese and wine and coffee, you will jeopardize your health. So the proper balance of alkaline towards acidic making food would be 2-to-1. In practical terms, that would mean that if you look at your plate, 2/3 of your plate should be made of vegetables and 1/3 should be made of grains and protein. I mean, I prefer just protein, but if you want to eat some grains, starchy food, then 2/3 vegetables, 1/3 grains and meat. And this would be right proportion to keep you in the proper nutritional balance that will allow the body to maintain its healthy pH balance of 7.4. I believe that we have learned now that vegetables and fruit are not important for us just because they bring so much different vitamins, minerals, enzymes and fiber, but also because they are alkaline. And in our diets, in modern Western diets, and in the diets of bodybuilders and weightlifters, where there is a tendency to eat predominantly acidic forming food, vegetables and fruit are the answer. Because of their alkaline nature, they cause alkaline reaction in the body. Fruit and vegetables are extremely important. So I believe that now you know how to make your perfect meal.